you just popped it. I had this mature voice. I'm singing all these beautiful standards and gorgeous songs that moved me. I liked being moved. You know, music moves the listener. You can imagine what it does to the singer. There are some songs, depending on the chord progression, that will bring me to tears. And that's just how it goes. So when I heard Pink Shoelaces, I did not like this song at all. I was 12 when I recorded it. I wasn't even 13 yet. So I recorded it like, you know, you do what you're told to do. And that was it. Record the song. Oh, okay, and that's that. And life is good. Well, it took 3 months before it took off. And I thought, yeah, see, I said this is not a good song. But it was just early in 1959. I recorded at the end of 58. And it took off in early 59. I don't know, February, March, somewhere around there. And I was surprised. I was shocked at the success of it. And then, of course, doing all the things that one does when they have a hit record and they want to sell even more and want people to know about it even more. I was on American Bandstand. And then I was on his weekly Saturday night. It was called the Beach Nut Show. And I was on his show every time I had another single out. And Pat Boone's show and Bob Hope's show and all these other shows that I was doing. And that was all exciting, meeting all these celebrities and then going on tour with all these people, like I said earlier, Fabian and Frankie Avalon and Bobby Rydell and Annette Funicello and all that business, all those folks. It was exciting, but at the same time, as I said, it was hard work. It was really hard work. And school was tough because of that. Because sometimes my teachers were really nice and they were able to let me make my work up when I got back, or they'd send homework with me on the road to do, or, you know, something like that. And that was nice. Other teachers, they would just give me an F. So it was tough. It was tough. It was not as glamorous as one would think it was, and that I was having this fabulous time of my life, because it wasn't. I had times that I did, absolutely, but for the most part, like I said, it was much too much work for someone my age.
History repeating.
Welcome back to History Repeating. Our guest for today's episode is a 50s legend and so much more. I thought I'd get into the spirit of things with my Pink Shoelaces, because today's guest is none other than Dodie Stevens, best known for her 1959 classic, Pink Shoelaces. Although she's lived a life you wouldn't believe, from star to backup singer, dancer, songwriter, and even producer. Dodie is so much more than just a teen idol of the 50s. Even though she was just 13 when she became a star, she already had the mature voice of someone 10 years her senior. Because of how strong her vocals were, she found Pink Shoelaces to be too easy to sing, and instead preferred standards. Although this was not exactly what her audience was looking for at the time. And she knew that, but her label executives did not.
I loved singing them. I loved singing them way more than I did Pink Shoelaces. Way more. Well, like I said, I was brought up in my training with those kinds of songs, Judy Garland songs and those other songs from the 40s. So I loved it, and my voice could handle it. To sing Pink Shoelaces, you did not have to have a mature voice. Most of it, if you recall, was talked. All the verses were, in today's vernacular, were rapped.
Yeah.
What a trip, huh?
Singing has always been a part of Dodie's life, and over the years, she's really matured as an artist. Recently, Dodie released Affirm a Song with her daughter Stephanie. The album is almost like a musical lecture, and it feels like Dodie's best work to date. Affirm a Song captures both her desire to pursue music and to teach others.
My last album with my daughter, Affirm a Song, The Game of Life. And they're all motivational and inspirational positive songs that I wrote and Steph and I recorded. And that's what I am doing now. That's my focus now. That's my focus. I want to help people with my music and through my music at this point in my life. Well, not just at this point. It's been happening now for the last 10 years or so. Because I'll hear something on the news and, like George Floyd, when that whole thing went down and his brutal killing and the protests and the violence, and I wrote a song called Respect Me, Respect Me, and we'll just be done with all this, please. Can you just respect me? I'll respect you, you respect me, life is good. So I write songs like that about a current event that touches me so that I have to get it out, and maybe if someone else hears it, it'll help them through a challenging time.
As you heard, Dodie is very passionate about Affirm a Song. And if you're not familiar with her new work yet, we'll leave a link in the description to Affirm a Song. Believe me, you'll be glad that you took a listen. The lyrics to every song are so poignant and so inspirational.
Steph and I just finished the album, and we were getting ready to get looking for representation for it, like motivational speaker or something like that. But it is like that, except it's a musical lecture. It's not just someone that is talking about a book they wrote or whatever, but in a musical way. And we were just getting ready to take it on the road, and COVID hit. And we were all sheltered in place, and that was the end of that idea. But so now we're back in that place. Okay, let's see where we can go with it now. And of course, I've continued when we were sheltered in place. I continued to write probably some of the best songs that I have written on the subject. I just took it as a positive, and rather than looking at it as, oh no, we can't do this, no, and just chill. You're home. You can't take it on the road. Just write more songs. There's more stuff in you. And there was. So,
And
I'm ready for more.
And are there any plans to, those songs that you wrote during lockdown, are there any plans to record those?
Oh, yes. Yes, there are. But they all take money. Each time you go in the studio, it takes money. It's, hours to do it. Because we start from creating the band. We don't have a live band. We have a musician that does play some instruments, and then the rest of it is all digitally, and so Steph and I produce it, and we sing the background, and we sing the lead, and we don't do all that. So it takes a lot of money, so we'll do it in bits and pieces. Okay, we got a little bit. Now we should do a GoFundMe page or something. Now we can do all of them, but we just do it a little bit at a time.
While Dodie may not be the biggest fan of her classic hit Pink Shoelaces, she recognizes that she has a lot to be grateful for because of it. It's not every day that a star is born with just one single.
So I have a lot to be thankful for, even though I told you all the negative sides of that. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be where I am now, and I wouldn't have traveled the path that I traveled to get here if it wasn't for that. And the hardships of it. So, it was all supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
And I got through it. Yeah, I got through it. Not without making a lot of mistakes. But it didn't destroy me. Those mistakes didn't destroy me. Oh, no. I just learned and went, well, I won't do that again. And if I do, well, and the same thing happens, well, got nobody else but yourself to look at for that one.
Pink Shoelaces will forever be a classic song from the 1950s. But this isn't the end. We have lots more content with Dodie Stevens coming soon, including a story about a date with none other than Fabian. So stay tuned for that. Until next time, this has been History Repeating.